Hey friends, and welcome back. Today I wanted to work on this Juniper shimpaku, and as you can tell, this is a very healthy tree, but it's getting kind of pom-pommy, very getting very fluffy, and starting to hang down a little bit. So what I wanted to do, today is the 15th of July. I wanted to get it cut back kind of hard today, and for the rest of the season let it grow and continue its health. That's a huge thing with me, is making sure the tree is healthy. So like as wintertime comes, before winter, I'll be doing like little stuff here and there, just to, keep it back. But yeah, let's get started. First thing I'm gonna do is get the undersides cleaned up and anything in between the crotches, and just get it pushed back a little bit, just so they could pick back up and look good. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna start on this this pad over here, and just start cleaning the underside. So these the foliage was getting heavy, and it was just pushing the pad down. So I just want to lighten it up a little bit. And I'm still using for my camera I had broken my stand, the one that I usually use. So I'm using this weird tripod, and it like doesn't sit up straight. So hopefully today I'll get go to Best Buy and grab another one. So when I cut junipers, I always make sure I cut them properly. I always cut from where you're supposed to cut. I don't never cut halfway or anything like that. I don't prune like this. I don't do that. I always make sure I clean from a point that takes off. So this tree is very very healthy, and it got so the trunk, you could tell, at least for me, from last year to this year, how the trunk got just a tad bit bigger, and I could notice it. Thanks from all the good fertilizer I've been putting in the pot. I always make sure that the tree, the health of the tree always comes first, no matter what. So if I don't, sometimes I won't cut like a certain section. Like even though I still need to take like this bottom part out, uh, I won't do it because it will be taking too much off of this branch. So I will leave it till it, gets the foliage gets more dense in that spot, and then I will come back and clean it up. But for right now, that's good enough. Nice. So if you look, you could tell that this part right here is much more dense than this. So I'm gonna come in here and just thin this out a little bit. And you want to be careful because a lot of these tips, you could tell the tips are, still that light green and are still photosynthesizing. So you want to be careful not to take too much of that off. So really anything that comes, that goes downwards, I'll be taking off, or anything that just that pokes out that out the section, out that line that you could see want to be taken off. And these tips that are really taking off, I just want to cut back on that a little bit, not the whole shoot, but want to cut back to make sure that energy gets distributed throughout the tree. So you want to make it, the space in between here, very noticeable. You could tell that it's almost starting to grow in through here. So I just want to come in here and just clean just a little bit, just to make that space a little bit bigger. A little bit on this one, and then when I come up here, I'll be able to take off a little bit more on this pad right here. You could tell some of these, the foliage is just drying out. It's been so hot out. Alright, so I'm going to put you guys on time lapse and go through this tree. As soon as gotta clean this trunk up a little bit too. So maybe I could do that today as well. It's looking pretty good. So if you could see, let me bring you guys in here. You could just tell that light green foliage is just not really doing anything. There was a nice little bud there, I didn't see it. Yeah, you could see that there's another light green bud coming out through there. Another one on the bottom here. So you want to be careful when taking that off. So I'm going to put you guys on time lapse and get going with this tree. So just getting towards the top now, towards the apex. And took a pretty good amount off. But just about to finish up this tree. Just have a little bit more to do here. And the apex is wired, but not fully wired. They're just so small that it's hard to get any wire on. Tree's looking pretty good. I could shorten up this tree a little bit more if I wanted to, and make it into a little shohin. I don't know. Let's see how tall it is right now. Ten inches. 10 inches by 12. So it's a nice little tree. Worked pretty hard on this tree. Over the years. Got some of those new pellets on here that I got, that new fertilizer. So I'm gonna, I think that's pretty much it for this tree. Gonna leave it to grow, and then if I see anything, you know, that I missed or anything like that, I'll go ahead and cut it. But you can see, took a not bad amount off. You know, it's pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this right here. And then we'll just go ahead and do a little spin around, a little 360. I can't wait to, next year we'll go through the root system on this tree and get it into a nice, nice pot. I'm going to buy this tree a nice pot. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and clean the trunk on this tree. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go set it back out on the bench. It's about to, I think it's supposed to rain in a little bit. So, but I'm very happy with this tree. I love this little thing. See how the trunk got a little bigger this year. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep fertilizing this tree. I did pretty good on this tree over the years. This thing's badass. Well, alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!